guys, welcome back to another itsTSociety video. I am Tonalli, your interviewee, and I am here with the amazing Jerique Suba, who is a nominee for Ellys. Thank you so much for coming out here today. And I'm here with Alejandra Cardona-Guzmán, our senior and last year of theater. Welcome to the channel. I'm so excited.
Of course, thanks for inviting me.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right, first question. When did you start doing theater?
I started theater sophomore year. I discovered it freshman year, but I started doing it sophomore year. I joined Theater 1, and that was like my kickstart to theater.
I started doing theater my sophomore year in high school. That's when I decided to audition for She Kills Monsters.
What or who got you started up in theater?
I had a couple friends who led me into theater, but mainly there was this girl named McCall Covert. I went to see a bunch of her shows, and I was like, oh, I love that. I want to do that. So I did.
I think it was when I saw Thoroughly Modern Millie. I was in Theater 1, and we had to do a play critique, and so I went to go see Thoroughly Modern Millie, like their dress rehearsal. And I fell in love with it. I had never seen a show, a play like that, like such a big production. And I was just so amazed. And I was like, and I saw Beto, she was the lead, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Like the way she just like, it was magic. Like that show was just a magic. That's all I have to say. Like that show really changed my life because I was like, wow, like I was like feeling it. Like I was really like in the moment, and it was a dress rehearsal. I was like, oh my, I was just so amazed that they were just so in the moment. And so I was just like, I want to do that. That's who I want to be. That's who I be.
What has been your favorite production you've been in so far?
I would like to say Welga, but I don't know. I still feel like Thoroughly Modern Millie was a very good one, and it's very hard to top. But I think community-wise and experience-wise, Welga was better, and it was a very good show. But Millie was just so much fun, and it was also like a first-time experience. So it was too fun. So I think I'm gonna go with Millie.
I had so much fun during Shrek the Musical. I had so much fun. Like everybody in the cast, playing the characters, the whole show, the dance numbers. Because I was involved in like a lot of like scenes, like the little ones, if that like just like like a lot of characters, and like it was just so much fun. It was just such a great experience, and I feel like that's when I really like was able to connect with everyone in theater. Was during Shrek the Musical, and I was just wow. It was such an amazing time.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I feel like that was my favorite production of all.
What do you like most about theater?
Hey guys, so Tonalli here just to tell you that I accidentally goofed and didn't ask Jerry this question. So I asked him to type his question. Let's see what he said, y'all. My favorite thing about theater has to be the community. I remember Seema saying there are enough people outside these four walls that are trying to tear us down. Inside these walls we need to build each other up. I will never forget the vulnerability the theater folks shared. We have a community no other area can recreate. So yeah, that's what he said. Now back to Alejandra.
Favorite thing about theater would have to be the people, and just like when I went to theater, my favorite part about it was that I was surrounded by people like me, if that makes sense. Like around school, like I remember before I was introduced to theater, like I was trying. Everybody in my family is very athletic, and everything is super sports, everything is soccer, and I was like, I want to be a part of that too. And so like I played soccer for like 2 years, and I was just trying my best, but like it just wasn't it. Me and soccer were just not clicking, and I was just like, and I felt so like I felt like I wasn't a part of anything, if that makes sense. Like I didn't feel connected to like the people around me. And then once I joined theater, I saw like all these people who just weren't afraid to be themselves and who love to sing and dance 24/7. And I was like, these are my people.
This is where I belong, dude.
Where I belong. I was like, where has theater been all my life? I was just so amazed that I was able to connect with so many people and that we just had this open and safe place to just be ourselves.
How many productions have you been in so far?
7 or 8, maybe 9.
Well, the only productions that I've done are with the Wolfpack Performing Arts program. So I first started off with She Kills Monsters, and then Shrek the Musical, and then Welga. But I was also in Drum Taps, and we were able to perform that one. And then we were supposed to do the production of Cinderella the Musical and Rainbow Fish, but those got canceled. So basically, I've only been technically in like the full show. I've only been in, I think 4, just like about 4.
What is one funny or embarrassing theater memory?
It was the closing matinee of Millie, and I went on stage, and I was supposed to go on stage with a dictionary because this was the first time I was supposed to talk in English. It was supposed to be like a translation book.
Right.
But I forgot the dictionary, and I was supposed to speak English. So I had to make up some like reason why I would know English. So I just like looked up in the sky. I was like, I love you or something. I don't remember, but it was so awkward. But Hannah, she did really good. She covered well. I don't think anyone realized. They might have though, because I was probably super nervous. But that was very, very embarrassing. And we talked about it afterwards. And they were like, Jerry. And I was like, what? And then I'm like, I know, I forgot it. But yeah, that had to be.
Is one funny or embarrassing theater memory? It could be on show, it could be backstage, like.
Oh my goodness, there are so many. I feel like my favorite memory would probably have to be my what were they called? Like, it was like a tap audition to be one of like the tap dancing mice, or I think that's what it was called, because I keep getting mixed up because I was part of like the 3 blind mice, but there was also like the tapping ones,
When she's singing, when Fiona's singing in like the
when
forest. Okay.
Yeah, and so there was a tap audition, and I remember like people were like, oh, like, are you gonna do like the tap audition? And I was just like, I've never danced tap in my entire life. I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna do it. And then they're like, oh, like, it's just like, just do it for fun. And I was like, you know what, like, yeah, I'll just do it for fun. And
Right.
I made like a fool out of myself, but I was embracing it, if that makes sense. I was trying my best and just being myself, if that makes sense. And I got casted as Pied Piper through that audition. So also just like the backstage, just like going, like hanging out with everyone backstage and just like talking and getting ready. And just and singing like backstage, like when you're like getting ready and like there's like the production going on, and you just be like,
what is like your favorite theater memory?
I think that it might have to be going to the Soma with the Welga cast. That was super fun, and that was like a once in a lifetime experience. I don't think I have no idea what other school would do that, but that was like we got to meet some OG cast, and we got to explore where the show was at, and we got to busk with that one bass player.
Oh yeah.
Like, Ty Drexel and I, like that was super fun. We got to experience real life San Francisco before we put the show on. So I think that was very effective, and it was a very good experience.
Favorite theater memory? I think it would have to be. The opening night of Welga. I feel like that was just such like, because it was the first time like we were performing in front of like a big audience, and I remember just like the feeling like on the stage was just indescribable, and I literally could have not like been able to do like the work that I did without like my director Simaz and without Jerry. Like they like I feel like they were like my motivation, and I admire them so much. and I'm just so grateful to have been able to work like with them, like work so closely with them. And I feel like that would have to be like my favorite memory. And I feel well also just like when I would be backstage, like I haven't entered yet. Like I feel like I just like as Carmelita, and I hadn't entered yet, and I just be waiting behind the door, and then I just like I feel like that moment is just like, you know, like when it's everything's about to begin for me, you know, like I'm already in character, and it's like I feel like that's also something like one of my favorite memories.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions. It was really fun chit-chatting with you. Well, thank you so much for coming on here and talking with me, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this new video. Comment down below what production you have seen so far. We'd love to hear your feedback. Click subscribe and click the bell notification, get notified when we post new content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
Bye.